Should be goody. Should be goody.
All right, Fano. Here we are. Here we are. Back again. Back again. Monday, not really a night time. It's a hot sweltering Monday here in Auckland.
Aye.
Hey, how's it? Ooh, hold on. Is my sound off?
No, you sound fine, bro.
Can hear you, bro.
Okay, I know what's gone. I know what's wrong. I can hear myself over on YouTube. Kia ora, everyone. Monday night Kōrero again. Pre-season.
Yeah, I reckon.
Pre-season. Gonna keep this a bit of a light one, bit of a short one, but what a game. Let's just let's be real. It was 12 men against 13 for 60 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
I just want to big up everybody first and foremost down there in Christchurch that turned out.
Yeah,
Good crowd,
definitely.
bro.
Sell out.
Yeah.
Crazy. The scenes down there. How about you guys?
Yeah. I caught the numbers. It was 13,670 attendees.
Wow.
And one streaker. But they just can't help themselves. But yeah, I mean Christchurch has always been a real stronghold with league and stuff. But no, they're good numbers, bro. And the season we had, everyone wanted to be there. Everyone wanted to see the team. Yeah, no, that was outstanding, bro. Love the blue jerseys. Love that sky blue and the white, the preseason jerseys. Warriors preseason jerseys are always kind of something worth waiting for, kind of thing. It's interesting because there were some comments about, that shit look ugly, and it's like, no, bro.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I did see that on one of the Warriors pages.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm down with those. I love the preseason jerseys.
To me, it looked more like a t-shirt than a league jersey, eh?
Yeah.
It's so plain and boring. Sorry.
It's really a bad thing, it's just,
It's different,
Yeah,
it's definitely different.
Roll out all season kind of thing. It's like, and I mean, they're always just a one-off couple of games and then they're gone. So it's like,
in collector items, eh?
Yeah, bro. Hard. Like the heritage jerseys, like the old women league jerseys. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I suppose we can't really look too much into this game, maybe, because it is preseason. And how many youngsters did we have on that field yesterday that really stood up?
Yeah.
Really stood up. But
in both teams.
What I will say is like our fitness was on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We were looking good, bro. Those young fellas there, those New South Wales Cup boys, they had a real point to prove, and they didn't dishonor themselves. Okay, it's pre-season, but still, it's the Warriors jersey. They're still ripping the colours. And they went out there and they gave them hell, and they almost tipped them over. And part of me was actually happy that for Benji that his team came together, but I honestly thought it was a stroke of genius. Uncle Anaru pulling our troops out and giving those run, going into that second half, and it's just like it was a gamble. It was a huge gamble, but for those boys that were up for it, it's like, nah, good on them. They done themselves proud. They played well.
I do think, obviously they were trying to suss out that left edge combo between Marcelo Montoya and RTS, or whoever he's going to partner up with. And even Marcelo Montoya had a great game. He was really good, and even as captain, having Zion's back when he got that sent off, I was really impressed by him. Actually, I thought he played really well. Man, those fins on him. So it's good to see him. Man, he might come back to his what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. But anyway, I thought they had a great game. Those Cup boys are impressive, man, especially their forward pack.
Yeah.
Man, they were carving it up through the middle, eh?
Yeah. I like that Geronimo Doyle.
Is it
young
the
fella.
fullback that came
The
on?
fullback that came on for Tuopiki.
He looked all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed when Tuopiki went off, but
Yeah.
Toronto had a pretty solid game.
Yep.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
good to
bro.
see depth.
absolutely. And the crowd was everyone's waiting for Roger to touch the ball and make some magic, and he didn't let him down. He looked like he was just going for his paces, but
Yeah.
but defensively, those tackles he pulled off, they were timely, bro. He didn't look out of step.
Mm,
Just nice, bro. Good to see.
good
to see.
form.
Yeah,
Was it just me though, or when that guy got that intercept and he was running up the field? Did anyone I was like, because he was going hard out and then he kind of dropped back.
Mm.
I was like, were you scared because you saw RTE? So he kind of did you see that how he kind of got
Put the
closer and was
handbrake
kind
on.
of sussing out,
Yeah.
bro, here's my support. But
yeah.
unlucky us, there was no one there.
Yeah, it was a bit gutting that bloody intercept because you could see
Mm.
what they were trying to do. I thought we would have gone wider, but Metcalf went in and then a bloody inside ball.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. No, but even the likes of Tom Ali, Bunty, just
Mm.
again
They played well.
preseason, okay. But no, they played well. They put their hand up and just kind of got stuck in there.
Yep.
Kalani Garn, I like what he brings, and he's just like just young fella, just keen as, just got a point to prove, As the rest of them, it was just like no, they played well. They played well and you're right, bro. The Tigers were blowing us, man. They were that second half, and
They
our
were,
boys were still, still in it. And I was just like, mate.
I mean, like I said, I don't look too hard into this game and
Nah.
anything like that, but there was a lot of relief on those Tigers' faces when it was game over, because you could see what we were doing. We were setting up on that right hand side, right, and we've seen this millions of times. And even when 5 minutes to go, I was sitting there going, "Oh, we're going to win this. This is what we do. This is kind of like we've become their team now, right? We're gonna win this." And I think the players even believed in it as well.
Mm.
But yeah, I suppose it's good for Benji to get his maiden one. You wouldn't want him to have a loss and then come next week have another loss and then come first round and get smashed.
Yeah.
I wonder. I wonder if he's going to give Curdy Capewell a run next week.
They will.
And chuck him in there just to see how he goes. Yeah.
Definitely they will.
The only problem I had, I don't have, I just thought it was just a bit wretched or that they didn't get that kick away on the last tackles. There was a couple of times that happened. We're only 5-10 meters out. And so their last play options or their kick options were just off a couple of times there. But other than that, I thought it was a great game. But because I don't get to watch Cup because I'm at work, I didn't know who was bloody who on the field.
Mm.
So I don't know what they look like. Like I know Kalani Going, I know, Tom Ali, the ones that have debuted in first grade. But I thought that Jacob Laban, I thought he was impressive. Unless it was Leka Halasima, I don't know. But the one carving up through the middle, I think he had the number 12. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, Jacob Laban, I assume it was him. I thought he was awesome. And I'm like, bro, can we not buy Braden Hamlin Uele? Like, I just don't think, if you give these boys, I was thinking about this last night. I was like, if you, I don't know, even some weeks swap out the bench and give these Cup boys a position on the bench maybe to come in and do 10, 15 minutes, shots on the bench, off the bench, just to give them that first grade experience. Instead of, I just think we've got so much depth in our squad right now that, dare I say, I don't think we need to go out there and rush and buy players. Because I think even if we did, I think I just think they could find someone better.
Yeah,
we need to blood them in.
Yeah, I think losing Aiden the end of this season will be quite a telling factor for us.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess trying to see what's out there, because he will like Fanua Blake will leave a massive gap
Definitely.
And who stepped up kind of thing. It's like, well, yeah. And I mean, could be a really good opportunity for this season for these young guys coming through, these New South Wales Cup boys. You know, they, if they put their hand up and go, yep. I guess it's just what Braden, because he's been around for such a long time, you know. So the good thing about your senior players is just that experience under pressure, you know, the whole keeping it cool when they're under the pump and stuff, and yeah. But I mean, you only gain that by playing, you know. So
that's. But and I'm just scared that, you know, like I saw on, was it Sins? I don't know who the guy was. He was talking to Alexander, I think, and he was like with the depth in the Warriors squad, he was like, if anything, they're going to take it up a level this year with the amount of depth they've got, and they'll, you know, secure a top 4 spot again. So I'm just scared that, you know, watching these cup boys, that we might get these fucking poachers come in and whisper in the air. And I just, especially this talent and cup, I'm just like, man, I don't want to. There's some of these guys that I just don't think. Well, I wouldn't like to lose anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably happening already because, you know, like these guys are in their ears constantly. They're speaking with their managers. But when what you know, hopefully what Webby's done is he's built this culture of like, nah, these players want to fight for that jersey in the Warriors now, right? And it's going to go through the SG ball, and all those players will be looking up at the first grade, hopefully. But there's only so many jerseys to go around, so there's going to be players that miss out. And then they got to decide.
I seen Cameron George say that when he was on with Ruin Hammer. Do you guys? Yeah, and I thought that was a great interview because it was just a bit of insight into what's into what's going on with the club. So just to get some inside information was really good. Just a bit off the mark. Apparently, all our buys are after the State of Origin games.
What do you mean? Oh, sorry.
So
well,
I'm sure that's what CG said in the podcast with Ruin Hammer, that our buys are after Origin matches.
Oh, because I thought the last round, round 26 this year was a buy for us.
It is. No, it's not. It's the Sharks.
Oh, okay.
Sharks.
Well,
the last 20. Sorry, round 27 is a buy.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Must have heard it wrong.
No, that's all good. It does kind of, you know, traditionally, because people always go on about their origin period, they should be where the Warriors are stepping up and taking advantage and, you know, getting it over on teams. That just never seems to happen.
No.
You know, so yeah. I mean, however those buys are spaced out, as long as, because I did like the whole idea that we get that final round off, assuming we're in the 8. I reckon we'll be where we're going to be is, I'd love for us to be in the top 4, but again, we're only in the preseason.
Here's a question from the boy Christian over at Warriors NRL Fanatics. What do we all think of CHT and Metcalf's performance?
Good question.
I still think, man, I don't want to get hate for this, but no, it's not bad. But you know, like Metcalf, sometimes his ball playing, like his offloads and his passes, they kind of reminds me of Reece Walsh, when Reece Walsh tries to just get too far ahead of himself and throws those stupid passes that don't hit the mark. And he's done it last season. He done it in the game yesterday, but in the preseason game, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So I thought Luke Metcalf, you know, everyone kind of looks at him for his running game, but I thought he had a couple of really nice passes in that game yesterday, and a couple of real nice kicks as well. So yeah, I thought Luke Metcalf played pretty well, given the, you know, limited time he did have. Chanel, I don't think had a very good game, but I think it's a bit much to be expecting a lot from first game back after so much time off.
Yeah.
I think we need Metcalf though, just for his speed, really.
Yeah, it's something our back line does lack.
Yeah, and I think and he's got that speed, and I don't. Yeah.
Was it Ben Farr that broke through and then Metcalf was coming through and somehow we lost the ball? I can't remember if like Metcalf was coming through on his head. Ben Farr got through somehow.
Yeah.
And the intercept happened.
I was way
Is
before
that
that,
the
but
one you mean?
nah,
When he was
nah.
on?
No, it was before that. I was just like, bro, like there was no one really in front of Zippy Metcalf there. But yeah, I thought yesterday maybe, and this is obvious as well as between him and Ben Farr, there was they don't know each other obviously, and they don't play together. There wasn't really much of a connection there over on that left hand side. But like, yeah, preseason, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting that left edge.
Yeah, I'll put this out there, and this is probably one for shout out to Damien and his former Raider. But that Aiden Caesar, bro, he was he had some real nice touches for the Tigers.
He's still got it.
Yeah, just cool under pressure, just can kind of looking for spots to put those kicks and stuff, and just it was hard watching him because he was a constant threat, bro.
If he had been out there longer, it would have been even more dangerous. So, again, limited game time. But when Aiden Season was last playing NRL, he took he was a big part of the reason why the Raiders got to the grand final. He's a good player, and he's still only 32. There's still a couple of years left in him. So I think the Tigers have done well to pick him up.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be the change in their game this season is having a fucking good half. And I think that'll make a lot of difference for them because they were stronger. They were a lot stronger than last year, and that showed. I'll give them that much. I just
big forward pack, the Tigers when they and they were. You could see the physical difference between our forwards and ours looked a lot leaner and
ours look fitter.
Definitely. So they've got back in the size.
Did Papali'i go over?
Yeah, he was playing. He played that first.
Did he score a try?
No.
One of their forwards scored a try, didn't he?
Can't remember a try, but he definitely played a bit.
Yeah.
Aiden Caesar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aiden Caesar. Who scored that first try? Oh, the half. Wasn't it?
The one that shouldn't have been a try due to obstruction to Bunty Hall.
Well, I'm actually surprised that we didn't get a penalty for the try that I can't remember who got it, but when they kicked the ball in Tain Tuopiki, I actually thought, oh shit, is he going to get done for a professional foul? Because it looked like
obstruction.
Yeah, well, no, it looks like I thought he went in to tackle the player without the ball because he did make contact, but the video ref said, they were both going for the ball at the same time.
And they didn't score from there, eh?
No. But I reckon the Tigers would have if Tain didn't go in, but that's what I thought. I just thought, oh shit, are they gonna penalise him for taking out the player? But then when I saw the replay, I was like, I was surprised actually. I thought they might penalise him.
Speaking of penalties, or more importantly, red card. I have looked at it again. It's not pretty.
Nah, it was
not pretty.
I thought it was just an awkward collision, like definitely penalty, probably even 10 in the bin, but I think a red card and a 5-week suspension's a bit much.
Yeah, that's rough, bro.
Yeah.
In the preseason, get stung like that, and as soon as it happened, I was thinking, oh yeah, this guy's the next Ruben Wiki. Spending more time on the sideline than playing, right?
Yeah, when I saw the replay, I was like, oh, that's why I chucked it up in our group chat because I was like, oh, is this a send-off or a sin bin? Because that was brutal, man. I thought it was anyway. I mean, I was just like, damn.
Mm.
And I was gutted because out of everyone, I really wanted to see him have a run, like a decent,
Yeah.
which I didn't get to see. So I'm gutted about that. But can I just say that every team needs a beast like that? You know, the Roosters have Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. You know, Melbourne Storm's got Nelson.
Mm.
So
yeah, he's probably the
everyone
only
needs a
player.
player like that. That's just a beast. That's just brutal and shows their dominance, really.
Mm.
But hopefully, you know, without getting sin binned or sent off, but that's still, you know, just is the
but
alpha male.
if he's a beast, they all get sent off.
Well, yeah. So he's just got to learn to lower that shoulder a bit more. You know, lower that shoulder a bit more, bro.
Yeah. Because he did come up with some good runs, though. And it was just like he was just warming into it, and it's like, oh, this will be good. And then he takes them out, and it's like, oh, no, yeah, and potentially 5 weeks on the sideline is like,
Well, I think that's a bit hectic, you know, a send off and it should be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, send off in 2 weeks, you know, that's all good. It's not a send off in 5 weeks. That's over the top.
I think so.
What do we think of old the local boy Tanner Styles Smith? You know,
he looked all right in his limited run.
Couple of hit ups.
Yeah.
The replays that I have seen of him in Cup are really good. What about?
Does he normally wear the red headgear, or is that just for the locals?
Yeah, I reckon.
Don't know, bro.
No, he's actually got headgear on. And the clips on YouTube that I've seen, you know, not very many, but the clips I have seen on him, he's got headgear on.
Right.
What did we think of Kalani going?
No, yeah, he's solid.
I expected longer time for him. Again, he had real limited run, so yeah.
But solid on attack, solid on defense, you know, and just a workhorse.
He did nothing wrong.
And like you said before, times like the depth is pretty crazy, eh? So we've got like this class, I suppose you can call them, man. You got like Maiu's in there, Ales in there, Flippin, Tanner's in there, Going's in there, Leatawa, right? You got these 5 players, and you got like all these other players that are coming through, and they're all really, really solid. Like I haven't watched a lot of cup games. I've watched one live, and that's probably the only one I've actually watched. But you know, like all these players are all knocking on the door.
I'll turn around so you can play. I think our depth especially for the backs is huge. You know, we've got centres, we've got blooming far out fullbacks. You know, I think we're a bit light on hookers though. Yeah.
I agree.
But even our halves, we've got depth in our halves.
Yeah, I thought Freddie played all right.
Freddie played all right. Paul Roach, not so much. Like he scored that try, but again, limited opportunities. I haven't seen a lot from him to make me think, shit, he'll be a good NRL first grader. So yeah.
Apparently, he plays in the halves too, though, eh, Paul Roach?
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just a hooker.
He's one of them. Just got a couple of questions over here on the chat over there on the YouTube. You reckon RTS will play against the Dolphins, or you reckon we'll rest him for round 1 again with Christian?
I reckon play him. He needs as much time in the centres as possible.
Like he was 60 minutes on the weekend.
Yep, and like don't get me wrong, because for the tackles he did put on were huge, but I don't think the Tigers really tested him out.
Yeah,
running down his side. It's when you're playing centre and you're making those defensive decisions. It takes a little bit of game time to do that. So I think we need to get as much game time into him as we can before the season starts.
Agree. He definitely weren't. There weren't a lot of attacking moves down on that left edge where he's had to make. He's having to make that split decision to stick.
Do I go out? Do I come in?
Go in. Go out. Or shit myself. Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't do any of those.
No.
So he's on the left edge, Montoya and on the left edge. So it might be interesting. Maybe they'll chuck one of those edge forwards in there. You know, Jackson Ford was in there actually, but maybe they'll swap him out for someone else. So to see here that.
I was surprised to see Jackson Ford playing. I don't know, just for some reason I thought he'd probably wouldn't get as much game time as he did.
He got a lot of game time, eh?
Mm,
And
he
you did wonder why. It's not like
Yeah.
he needs to prove himself. He's shown he's got a massive motor.
Yeah,
Give that minutes to someone else, I reckon, for a
definitely.
preseason game.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the I think if it's like tomorrow's team list that comes out, that'll
Yep.
be that's the precursor for round one. You know,
Yep.
so
It'll be pretty close.
yeah, it'll be a lot more solid.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, our top team
Yeah.
to take the field. Yeah, Roger, I'm just glad to see him back. You know,
Yeah, totally.
It felt like the Tigers, even the Tigers got a little bit, the guys that were marking him, because, you know, it wasn't like, it was like they were almost standing off him a little too much.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Too much
100%.
respect.
I think they looked a bit like, oh, shit, you know, like how do we defend him? So I think
But starstruck.
because the hype's so huge around RTS's return, I think, I don't. If it wasn't the Tigers, if it was a team, higher up team on the ladder, I think it would have been different. You know, they would have probably had more. But I mean, he's still got the footwork, still got the speed, and that beautiful little inside pass to Ben Farr, that beautiful when he, you know, went on the outside of Marcelo Montoya and done that nice little pass back on the inside. So. But it's funny because I think for a lot of games, we seem to, and we've done this for years, you know how like we used to lose against the bottom teams? But then it's like when we play good teams, you elevate, if that's the right way of putting it.
You lift your game up.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see him when we take on the Sharks. That's going to be a good game because I don't know what side I think Jesse Ramian's, I think he's on the left side as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they're going to be on Mulitalo's side, or if someone can put that in the comments, like for the Sharks game, who they'll be.
I believe Mulitalo is on the right, I think.
Yeah, so then RTS and Montoya will be marking Mulitalo, is that right?
Yeah, I think
If
so.
Montoya's there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't give a man a captain's armband and not bring him in.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Maybe there you go, man. Enjoy your day. That might be all you're getting.
Bro just got given captaincy. I don't know. I think maybe I'm reading too far into that one. Maybe.
I do think they played well together.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing RTS partnered with someone like Ed Corsi as well, you know.
I would love that. I would.
We've got options. We've got options. It doesn't have to be Marcelo Montoya. Even Pompey could go out to wing easily enough, you know. So,
well, he was a wing for us for
a long time, mate. For a while.
For a long time, exactly. So it doesn't have to necessarily be Marcelo Montoya. Dallon's got the other wing tied up. He's not going anywhere. But the other wing, that's up for grabs.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, did anyone see the short clip of Webby saying, someone asked him, have you got your partner for SJ figured out, like who's going to be partnering SJ in the middle? And he reckons, and he knows, but he didn't let on, but he just said, I don't know.
Good coach's answer.
Yeah.
Keep your cards close to your chest, you know?
Bro.
Surprise.
Does anybody know what happened to, unless I just missed him, to Maire Martin? Because I thought he was playing over in the Māori game. Did he get injured or something?
No, he played.
Did he play? Did he play yesterday?
Yeah, he played on Friday. He's coming off the bench. He didn't play the Warriors pre-season game because he was busy playing for the Māori All-Stars on Friday night.
Can we just say that game, honestly, I didn't know who the fuck was playing in whose position. I thought the bench rotation was awful.
Maybe
the Indigenous game.
Maybe
I just thought, and it just goes to show, like, because they were, I think Ty said they were allowed to have I can't remember.
Rolling subs.
More than 4 subs, that's for sure. Because I was like, is Timoti on the field? Because he's named as 18th man, and then we see Palacia go on as well.
Yep. No, it's rolling subs, and they got, is it 7 players on the bench? It's not just 4. It's a lot more of an exhibition game.
Yeah, it's taking it, trying to do a NBA All-Stars thing, but not really. But
Yeah.
if we did have an NBA All Stars, it's like a full All Stars, then yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Trevor
I took
Mitchell
my
done
hat to
it.
Gary, though, you know, his first time as head coach for the Māoris, but yeah, I just didn't like the bench rotation. I just didn't know what the fuck was going on and who was playing where when everyone came on. I was like, bro, how many fullbacks and halves have you got out on that field? Like, I was,
Yeah.
I didn't know who, you know, like, yeah, I was a bit lost there for a minute.
Yeah, the Indigenous boys they took it to our lot, you know, and they,
you know, I'm just like, mate, like, yeah, I was a bit confused and frustrated. But anyway, it is what it is, and we lost, but we won't lose next year.
Well, look, Trevor Mitchell done an interview, and he was talking about they want to have like a second Indigenous game, maybe at the end of the season, and I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I personally I can't see it happening. It's like it's a long season anyway. The boys are playing, you know, if you're chucking test matches at the end of the regular season, they're playing anywhere between 39, 40, 41 weeks, you know, and that's including the trainings, pre-season training before Christmas and then after Christmas, and then they're into it. So they don't get ahead of it.
Nah.
You know, so yeah, but yeah, it was kind of interesting that he put it out there. They like the Indigenous players wouldn't want another game, and I just thought, bro, where would you even find space for it?
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's just so hard, man.
Yeah.
It was good for the boys, the Warriors, well, for all the boys, you know, to blow off some steam before, you know. So I suppose most of our boys got a run because, you know, we had 4 Warriors over there in the Maldives, which was good. So I gave them an opportunity to have a run as well as our boys back here.
There was 5 of them, eh?
Dylan Walker, Adam Pompey, Martin, and Jazz.
Was that 4 or 5?
4.
There was 4, but Dylan got named in that first squad, so everyone was like, "Oh, there's 5." But then he obviously, for whatever reason, didn't take the opportunity.
He's got a slight injury.
What?
He had a slight injury, so he didn't play on Friday.
Well, hopefully he's
what
on
do we
the
reckon? What do we reckon about the kind of like the game coming up against the Dolphins? What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're gonna have? Where's the question marks over in positions wise? Halves, left. I know the fullback's all good.
Yeah. Well, SJ, want to see SJ out there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll bring SJ on and partner. I mean, because that's the 24th, and our first game of the regular season is on the 8th, so that gives us 2 weeks. So, you know, like team, I always guess it. Like, you just don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen. Like, I'm interested to see, because I want to see our best pack on the field, because it's the only time I'm going to get to watch a game this year, you know, so live. So,
yeah.
But
I personally think, you know, our starting 13 will run out as, you know, our starting 13, but after 20 minutes, a lot of those stars will be chucked onto the bench, and the young fellas will come back out again. It's not going to be a big game to watch for 80 minutes, our starting 13 smashing the opposition. It's going to be similar to what we did have on Sunday, but however, the first 20 minutes or so will be our starting 13, I think you'll find.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Just to see how those combos work, eh?
Yep. Yeah. And then when he's happy enough with them, okay, you go have your rest and bring out other guys.
Yeah. Is it a
That's
sellout?
generally how it works.
It's going to be a sellout, I reckon. I reckon that was a ploy. I reckon that was a ploy. They just wanted to fill up the sides first, and now they've got the south stand open, and that south stand's going to sell out because that's only $10, and then they might even open up the north stand. So yeah, bit of a Let's pack it up.
Yeah, I'm just going to roam around and just steal someone else's seats, or just like I'm going to park up in the best spot that's available because I'm gutted about those tickets.
Just don't get kicked out, Tom.
Don't get kicked out.
Don't get kicked out. Security! Someone's stolen my seat.
No, you're taking the field. Oh.
Yeah. It's like even the streaker on the weekend, I'm like, man, like when are people going to get it that no one pays money to go and see you run your ass all over the field? Like nobody pays to see that. Can you just stay off the goddamn field, please?
Can you just not do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people should be fined $1,000 for it.
I've got an idea. I'm gonna stay true to our kaupapa from last year, and we're gonna do some score predictions.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna let my mind go wild on this one because I don't really care what the score is. I mean, I do, but I think mostly for us it's like let's get some combinations going. Let's get some sets going. Let's you know what I was really impressed with? Like we were in an arm wrestle for like 40 minutes on the weekend. 40 hard slogging minutes, maybe even longer. And it looked like that we were the better team out there. And it looked like we were going to win the game.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And that's for 12.
12.
We were the better team as well, but and I think that's down to the fact that a lot of the boys on the field were the New South Wales Cup boys, so they're familiar with one another. They know how each other play.
True.
Play. And so I think those combinations, because of those combinations, I think that's why in the end the score was so close. But mate, I think we played a way better game than the Tigers. Especially, they fielded quite a strong team. Like we only had how many fuck all first grade players on there. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it was only like it was either Bunty or Tom Ali and yeah, they were down to 2 regulars and the rest were cup boys. And I was like, holy,
But they all stood up. They all stood up hard out.
Absolutely.
So I'll go first. I'll go a little bit of a 22, like a 22-18. 22-18 Warriors.
Sure.
Yep, 22-18. We're just gonna well, what was gonna happen on the weekend was we were gonna win that by by the last play, by the last minute, but it didn't, obviously it didn't happen. But I'm gonna go on. It's gonna be a tight one, I reckon. I don't reckon they're gonna come over. They're gonna come over wanting to win.
Yeah.
Because they haven't won here. Well, it's only been one season with them, but they haven't. If we can keep a team 0 wins at home, that'll be good.
I was gonna say, bro, the head-to-heads we've played twice. They've won one and we've won one. So, right. I think preseason leading into round 1. I'm always gonna back the boys to win. But I won't be heartbroken if we don't. But yeah, I reckon Warriors by I'll go 26-20. Yeah, 26-20. Who's next?
I suck at this. I mean, I remember.
So do we.
Oh my goodness. Damn. Jermaine Suckle is the kicker.
Cody Nikarima is the half.
Yeah.
How long will they play for?
Yeah, that's why, like all this. Oh, look, I reckon.
Fade might get a game.
Oh, he was brilliant yesterday. Was it yesterday they played? He was really, really good, man.
Good.
Valence Safari, yeah, he just stepped up. Like, bro, I swear to God, he just was knocking people over on their head.
You better bring that energy.
Really well. He was really impressive.
Bring that same energy.
Yeah, he was really good. So, it's going to be a battle on that edge. But anyway, I'll go 26-18.
Sure.
Same as me. All right, all good.
So yeah, same as you, Deal, pretty much. Yeah.
Not me.
Come on, Damien. What are you?
I will go with the Warriors winning 30 points to 24. High scoring game. Ball thrown around everywhere.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they are at home, eh? They're very
Yeah.
comfortable at home.
Yeah, but I think both teams are just going to be full of youth and excitement. So wanting to prove themselves. Yeah, defense will go out the back door a little bit. 30-24.
Yep, I
And the
agree.
home crowd will, Mount Smart will just go off, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be loud.
Yeah, they should.
Media Stadium, yeah.
It's gonna be loud there. It's gonna be loud. So, e te whānau, our first Monday night kōrero for the year. Round 1 done. Round 2's coming up next week. Got a team list coming out tomorrow. So, Tans, if you want to talk about that offline, Tans might bless us with her picks or her opinions about the team list. But yeah,
Good to be back, bro.
good to be back.
Good to be back.
Good to be
Good to be
back.
back.
Thanks to all the viewers tonight.
All right.
Jumping on and giving us a watch.
Mm.
Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all you guys.
Definitely.
Sweet, bro. All good. See you
Ka kite
next week.
whānau.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.